What's up, Packer fans? So the Packers are still alive. I really can't believe it. After a couple weeks ago, I figured the Packers were done. It was over with. And now, things like Rodgers said, everything that needed to happen for them pretty much happened, except for the Lions not losing. They're the ones that might throw a wrench in all this. But the Packers won. They beat the Rams to 24-12. They sacked Baker Mayfield 5 times and they intercepted him once. Rasul Douglas lateraled it. It was weird. After seeing what happened in the Vegas Raider and the Patriot game, you'd figure lateraling it would kind of just stop after that. But Douglas always looking for Jair Alexander after those interceptions. So while though the Packers came out, ran the football, and in this cold weather, I mean, it was cold last night. And so I thought, I was like, there's no way they're going to want to throw the football that much. But these young rookie receivers, Watson and Dobbs caught all 5 of his targets after being out for the last 5 weeks, I think it was. I think he got hurt in the Lions game. So for Dobbs to come back and play so well, he just ran great routes, and it looked like he was wide open on most of his receptions. And then Christian Watson, he caught 4 passes on his 6 targets. They were trying to get him in the end zone towards the end of the game there. He ended up getting kind of like flipped up on the one that he caught, and then he missed the read on the arm the arm signal Aaron Rodgers gave him. So, but still very cool to see both of these guys developing. This makes me really excited for the future. I mean, for right now too, obviously, to watch how these guys grow, but I'm talking about next year if it doesn't pan out for the Packers this year. Those 2 guys with Rodgers, 1 more year, makes it really exciting. I think those guys are going to be the reason why Rodgers wants to stay longer, because now he's got somebody to throw it to. They cut Sammy Watkins, which we all know, kind of was coming. He only had 9 catches in, I think, the 13 games he played. So just not a great, or I think it was 13 catches in 9 games. So not a great season for Sammy Watkins. He did kind of bridge that gap for a little bit for the Packers because they needed somebody to come in while these rookies developed. And now the rookies are here. So it was time for Sammy to go. We do thank Sammy. He's a great person and a great guy and a great player, but just not what we needed at this point. So for the Packers, though, A.J. Dillon is the story. He really only had 11 carries for 36 yards, but his effect and impact on the game was just huge. He had the 2 touchdowns, obviously, the 8-yarder where he just carried guys about 5 yards into the end zone. Matt Taylor wrapped in the middle at the 5-yard line and just carried about 5 other Rams into the end zone. He did get help from the offensive line, but still very cool to see. Again, Dillon always dragging defenders into the end zone. And then Aaron Jones. I mean, this guy, I think he had 17 carries for 90 yards. You couldn't even tell that he was really doing that. He just, so quick, so explosive, just gets down the field. And then, Dillon would come in and ram away for a little bit, and then Jones would come out and get a 10, 11-yard carry. It was really an effective way to play the game last night. Packers were able to throw the ball. Aaron Rodgers had a weird interception. I don't understand. I think he thought Lazard was going to keep running. Lazard thought he was just going to hit him with a stop route. And so Rodgers overthrew it and right to Taylor Rapp on that one for the interception. Kind of a bummer because they were driving. And then on the other one, Aaron Jones fumbled it after he had a nice little gain. He ran into Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey kind of held him up. There was guys at Jones's feet, so he was moving his feet. He did say, but most of the time they call that play dead. I thought they should have called the play dead. Jones said after the game he thought they should have called the play dead. They didn't call the play dead, and Jalen Ramsey, the great all-pro player that he is, was able to strip Aaron Jones and get the forced fumble. So kind of a bummer. Another drive that kind of stalled. And then the Packers' last drive, this was pretty amazing, though. And after A.J. Dillon went out, mind you, he was out with a concussion protocol. They had Patrick Taylor in, who I like to see. He's the one that they elevated with the release of Sammy Watkins. And then Aaron Jones getting them down the field. Aaron Rodgers completed some passes on that drive, just a few, but they mostly ran the ball. 8-minute, 51-second drive. I think it was like a 15-play drive, so right, got down to the one, and I wish they would have scored. I think a lot of people were upset they would have scored. I know my dad is probably upset they didn't score. He always says, like, I hate that they do that, but I understand. Matt LaFleur is basically best friends with Sean McVay. He's not trying to rub it in. He's not trying to, lay it on. I know, like, the points differential is a tiebreaker way, way down. Packers Lions may come to that. Who knows? I think the division comes first, and then it's the conference, and then there's other factors, but that is a point. It is a thing. So adding to the victory could have been good for Green Bay, but I totally get what Matt LaFleur was doing. It's about gamesmanship and all that stuff. So I understand, but still, you get down to the 1 yard line after that long drive, pay somebody off with the touchdown. Most other teams probably would have, but I do understand what LaFleur was doing there. So, but still, all in all, then, on defense, like I said, 5 sacks. So I think Preston Smith had 2 of them. Then JJ Enagbare, the rookie, he got his 3rd. So he made 3. And then it was, I think, Devontae Wyatt and Justin Hollins met for 1. So that was pretty cool. And then Quay Walker got his first. He actually forced Baker Mayfield a fumble, but the Rams did get that one back. There was another fumble, I think, that Cobb fumbled it when he was on top of a guy, but Zach Tom, the rookie, got on top of that one, saved the day, because, Troy's always trying to screw the Packers. So Troy Aikman was trying to tell him, like, hey, he fumbled that, he was on top of the guy, maybe the Rams, it wasn't a clear recovery, the Packers got it. So he was bummed. You can always tell he doesn't like the Packers, I don't think so. But still, all in all, Jair Alexander voted to the Pro Bowl. This guy, he basically shut down his side of the field. It was pretty quiet over by him. He said he didn't have a lot of targets. I think he had 1 tackle. So, just not a lot of opportunity for him. But on the other side, Douglas, he got his pick, and he did lateral it, like I said. But Adrian Amos was there to get on top of it. But all in all, they played really good on the back end. Only allowed Baker Mayfield, I think it was 111 yards passing total. That's pretty low. I know, it's 111 with 1 touchdown, 1 pick. I know it was cold, but still, when they couldn't get the ground game going, the Rams, they didn't run the football very well. Cam Akers only had 65 yards. So this Packers game, they really played well. They obviously way over the point spread. The Packers definitely winning by 12 was a big win for them. 2 wins in a row. The Bears 2 weeks ago, then the bye week, and now the Rams. Now they've got the Miami Dolphins on Christmas Day in Miami. Rodgers, notoriously kind of bad in Florida, but I think his record's actually even in Florida. It's 500, so not terrible, but hopefully the Packers can get this win. It's going to be a great game. We got to get after Tua. We got to stop Tyreek. We got to stop Jalen Waddle. We got to stop Raheem Mostert, who just had a really big game. And so it's going to be a fight, And now that we have some firepower on offense, though, and with the nice weather, if the Packers can do this on offense in the cold, I think it's going to be an explosive day. It might be a shootout. I'm super excited. Hope you guys are excited. Go Pack Go. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you guys next time. Peace out. Go Packers.